my mom all of a sudden, said to me, when are we having my sister's trip? And I'm like, what sister's trip? She was like, our annual. And I'm like, annual? Boo! That was a one-time gig, So now, it appears that this is annual. And I got to be honest, I don't have a problem with it. I love it.
So when y'all see the generation now of women and the relationships or whatever, what y'all think happened?
You know what? I think there's a lot of good men out there. I really do. I think that our young ladies, our parents have not taught the young ladies how to uphold themselves so they can get the man. Our parents prayed for us, and I think the young women that the parents are praying for them, and the mamas are not trying to be like the teenage girls. I think those young ladies have become really young ladies who are like I think we could have been wild. I think there was a group of wild girls when we were coming home.
She was kind of wild.
But she had prayer. Yeah. She had prayer holding her in certain places because certain friends had babies, and we know that because they couldn't take care of the children, and they brought them to our mama to raise. So mama was the type, she took them in and bathed them and cleaned them up and until the girls got their lives so they could come back and get their children. So I think young ladies nowadays, if the mother's not trying to be a teenager or the best friend of the child, I think, they just, I think there's still good women, there's still good men. I think a lot of bad.
I got her, Jill. Yeah. You got you, Jill. There's some there.
There's some good ones. Yeah. But I think the stigma, as society has basically said that era is gone. But honestly, to the expectation, because it's like when people talk about, pulling out the chair or whatever, we got so independent. That it's not that big of a deal. I can pull my own chair, I can open my own door, I'll do this.
They take them out to dinner, I pay for my chair and you pay for yours.
That's some foolishness right there.
But
you see it, right? You see it,
But the majority of the women, young women, are doing that. They want to
accept it as normal, right? And that's okay.
They want to prove to the guy, I can do it. But I think you ought to be, this is my opinion, I think you shouldn't be trying to prove that to nobody. Because you'll see a man for what he's worth if you just be around him and just see what he'll do. Give him a chance to do what he wants to do. I tell you what, you would not let a guy call you no B and you ain't no good and just stay up in your house and sleep and eat and get your car and drop you off to work and pick your car and go. You know why? Because you've been trained not to do that. Well, a lot of girls just feel like, I got a mate. And I don't care what I have to do to keep him, I'm going to keep this mate. So the values, and likewise, y'all been taught that's not the way young ladies do it.
I think too, though, because there's households that didn't see a man and a woman together as spouses. So I saw so many good men that I knew what to expect from a man. Like I knew what to expect, how he was gonna treat me, how he was gonna go to work, how he was gonna talk to me or whatever. So I never seen any of my uncles or my father hit, any of y'all, and I just saw them be providers. So that's what I expected as I began to date. Like, what are you doing? What's your future? What's your goal? What's your plans? But if you didn't see it,
might have a perspective being a single,
And I want to say one more thing. And when you didn't get that, you didn't wait for him to get you. It was a wrap.
I think there's so many women nowadays who are trying to be everything a man is, and they forget to be what a man isn't. Like, we're not supposed to be this exact same. We're supposed to be what he brings to the table. You bring something to complement those things. And in my friend group, at least, submission is like a dirty word. They feel like, no one's gonna rule over me and you have power over me, and that's not what submission's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like a power struggle.
Not the right kind of submission.
Exactly. Right.
But because when you say it, it sounds like I'm bowing down,
right.
And so they don't understand to submit one to the other.
Exactly. So it's like get you a man who believed in that kind of system, and he would be trying to roll over you anyway.
Exactly.
So you got to find somebody who actually has the right value system.
And if he's a good man, you don't mind submitting to him.
Really don't.
But he's not going to ask you to do anything.
That's right.
I heard a guy the other night on the talk show. I was really I was amazed. Because he said, when I'm out there in that world, he said, I go out there and I fight with the gas man to put gas in my car. I fight with the man at the stop sign. He said, I fight with the man on my job, and I fight with this and I fight with that. He said, when I come home, I don't want to fight with my woman. He said, all she got to do is say, you ain't this and you ain't that. He said he feels about that big. He said, when he come home, if she's just there to put her arms around him and say, baby, how can I help you? So she can get anything. He said, 'cause that's what I need.
Right.
He said, I don't need nobody trying to fight with me like a man, because I've been fighting with men all day. He said, but when the woman just, you know, he was just talking about how that meant more to him than all the money in the world, you know, everything, you know, the world.
That's where I think the churches come in, because they don't have parents and teach the women and teach the men. Some women's not going to receive it no way, but there are some women, if they hear it taught and know that you stay with your husband 45 years and you stay with yours for 49, they will listen if they want their marriage. So I think that's where churches should come in. And
I think too, I don't even know if it's just somebody from a pulpit telling me that. I think, again, seeing it. Right. I think being able, for me, it was, again, the lifestyle of seeing it. Because you have some people that, you know, if I'm looking at a preacher and his wife, she looking the other way.
I'm not talking about from the pulpit. I'm talking about like a mother.
Training.
But how? But how was she? How was she trained?
They have classes for women to teach women in the church.
I think that's a more that's what I'm just. I feel like that's a more not hands-on, but I think somebody just telling me that this is supposed to be versus me seeing it actually in action.
Well, that's why I say
A lot of women are not going to be able to have the observation that you had. So there has to be another avenue for them to get that information. Like Raquel was mentioning, the matter of submission. What the scripture says is that a husband should love his wife the way that Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. So if the men are know and they're learning that this is the way that you're supposed to love your wife, what woman would not want to submit to
somebody
love somebody who just totally give themselves for him?
I think what's unfortunate too is there's so many programs targeted toward teaching women how to have this and women how to that, women how to this, but not as many toward men. It's more like men will be men. Men will do, you know, they're guys, there's this, it's that, like, but we make adjustments.
For the men and the women.
Don't make any adjustments.
That's true.
And I think it really should be taught in the church.
Well, I think too with the church or just knowing people, like having a coach.
Right.
You know, that you've heard my story.
Right.
You know, this is how we did it. You know, just having those kind of conversations with the women, because men, I think men really respect feminine women. You know,
Yes.
that's what they want their woman to be that way. You know. And I just think that the people who've been there and done that, they can give somebody a little nugget along the way. That would be helpful. Even with the submission thing, you know, I think if you can get to a place where you can agree, that's all submission is about. You know, come into an agreement. You got these two personalities, one want this and one want the other. At some place you need to come to some level ground and agree. And, you know, submission wouldn't be a big issue after that.
So how can two walk together? That's agree, so it's got to be some agreement.
Well, I just appreciate y'all. So I know we did this because of COVID. You know, last year y'all hadn't been together in so long, and Mama kind of jacked me up a few months ago. When my sisters get together, I said, "Hey, this wasn't supposed to be no annual thing." My sisters said we going. I was like, okay, then.
We
So
had a fabulous time. Fabulous time.
it's good to see y'all together. I mean, I personally know people that were, you know, their families just. When people tell me like, I ain't talked to my mom in 7 years, I know. I talk to my mom 7 times a day, like, you know, or seeing aunts or don't know their aunts, don't know their cousins, and I just be like, wow. So I just really feel fortunate, the closeness, how grandma and granddaddy kind of started it and said, y'all have to be close. And again, y'all putting us all together, you know, summers and spring breaks and everything, and now our children, you know, get to spend time with each other.
Our sharing toys at grandma's house.
Yes. Grandma used to give us every time, I got you a Christmas gift, but it gotta stay right here.
That was my Christmas gift.
Right. Then we all do that. I said, no, that's my teacup. No, it's my teacup. Grandma got this from me. I'm like, hold on. There's something going on.
And I was so glad to see the babies, because you know what? Vera used to see my children like that. And I just, you know, so your babies are kind of like my babies. Because it's just something, you know. And even Kat, I was saying, how your grandbabies doing? What are your grandbabies all about? You know, I'd love to see your babies. I love this little girl they talk about, Tamir, and how she says what's on her mind, you know, and says the deep like I wait, you know. I can just grab her and kiss her, you know.
Right, love her to death. Love her to makeup on her and everything.
And put makeup on your ass.
Where we going next time?
On a cruise.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico? A cruise? I've been wanting to go to Puerto Rico too.
I haven't been to Puerto Rico either. It's weird. I'm probably going back. Me and Sierra went.
You see her went? Did you?
We went over there to the bank. We
actually went to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico too.
And I mean, we had so much fun. And each one, Earica would let them tell them how they met their husband and everything. And she just couldn't believe it. But we had so much fun. We just love each other. And I enjoy being with my sisters.
So today I took Kathy to the doctor, and I gotta be honest, like throughout this entire process, I've been extremely trying to be strong because it's scary. Like literally, one day my sister woke up and could not see. And I could not imagine that, because at that point we didn't know, was this permanent? We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know the cause. She just literally could not see. And you've seen that on television and you've heard it before, you know, people lose their eyesight. So we had no idea, and we had never heard of when we did see the doctor, you know, when they said that she had ulcers, like, what does that mean, you know? But of course, I didn't need her to hear me being panicked or, you know, me, oh my God, crying. I needed to be strong for her, and I needed to make sure that she knew, regardless of whatever needed to be done, you know, we were going to get it done. You know, if we needed to fly specialists in, whatever, like we were going to make sure that she had her sight back.
Baby, I sure want you to get better. I can't stand to see you up there
I know,
looking
Mom.
like Ray Charles.
I know, right? And it hurts so bad.
I'm
It's
so
just
sorry.
like,
I feel so sorry for you.
ugh, it hurts. Well, I wish you would have felt. I wish I would have felt you felt sorry, because you ain't spend no time over here with me today.
What you mean? I spent no
You
time
just
when I got
come-
over here. You was going to the doctor.
But still, I mean, you come over here and be doing stuff for Earica, not paying me no attention. You see her all the time.
Well, she had washed clothes, so I was just putting up clothes.
What they got to do with me?
You wasn't doing nothing but sitting
Well,
down
you could have
trying
sat here and talked to me.
Oh, I talk to you all the time.
Goodness, she ain't nothing but a brat.
Well, you got to spoil like that, I guess. But I usually just come over and try to put up the clothes for her.
It's really emotional time for me when I lost my eyesight after I had came from out of town. I ended up at my sister's house for 3 weeks. Wasn't expecting that. And then my mom, you know, she really caters to my baby sister Earica. She helps with clothes. She helps around the house. And I was kind of upset, to be honest with you, because she didn't come see about me every day like I thought she should, you know. And I was going through a lot, you know, because, you know, I needed someone to see about me. I couldn't see. But Earica was very helpful. She made sure she taken good care of me.
But I really want you to get better.
I am. I'm going to get better.
Yeah.
I got to see the doctor on Friday, and then he wants me to see me. He know 2 days next week, and he said this prescription I'm on is like really strong, so I think
There's the doctor.
Earica been saying about me though. She
I know
been
it.
jumping out the bed.
Well, why are you talking about me?
Cause you ain't been saying about me. My
Well,
sister
two
been
of
saying
us
about
can't see
me.
about you.
That's what she told me today too. I was like, well, you need to talk to your mama, or instigating Brian. If it was Earica, Kathy.
That's what he said.
he
No, he did.
He started. He said, well, it was Earica.
No, he didn't. But I've been running, so I've been.
Well, I knew you had to get Ava this week.
And I had to go to the doctor. I had appointments. And then when I was fixing to go home, take out Ava home from school, the light came on. I needed to have my car serviced. And I know I got appointments in the morning, so I just took off and went to Firestone to have my car serviced.
And he has to see her again on Friday. And then he wants to see her 2 times next week. I don't know why she's trying to get home. I'm like,
I'm not now. I just need to see about me. I just need to take care of myself.
Well, you sure
She's
took
so
care of
used-
me when I had my knee done, so.
yeah. But you were ahead of that. You was.
I said, I can't believe, Mama.
Well, how you gonna be here the next 2 weeks, so you got time.
Gee
The
whiz.
doctor said that might take a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I thank God that Earica, called the doctor's office, because I went to one doctor and she put me on some Cipro. I told Earica, I say, I don't know what it is, Earica, I say, but this is not doing anything. And then when I woke up the next morning,
And I had a doctor's appointment. So I was
feel
going to get my ultrasound because I'm ready to start the treatment again. And so when I left, when I came out, I saw her sitting straight up in the bed. And she was like, I can't see out neither one of my eyes. And so it freaked me out. And I was like, what you mean you can't see out of either one of them? Because the left eye wasn't giving her no problems yesterday. So I was like, what you mean? I was like, okay, we gotta get you to an actual orthopedic. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a surgeon or something locally. So as I was pulling out the neighborhood on my way, I got in contact with one, and they said, well, we got an appointment at 9:10. So I called her back and I said, I'm on my way to get you. She's standing out in the street.
no,
my eyes was hurting me so bad, I was just drop me off to
She's standing out, and I'm like, what are you?
General,
She can't
anywhere.
see. And I'm like, why are you out in the street? She says, I didn't want you to be late, And I'm like, girl, so I had to put her in the car. I said, is my door locked? How did you lock the door? She said, I figured out,
I
it was able to
locked the
lock it because Brian was had left for therapy. So got her in the car. I went to my doctor's appointment. Let them do blood work. Told them what was going on with my sister. So I got to take her. So they let me come back for the ultrasound. I just had to do the blood work before 9. Went over there. They immediately started paperwork because when they came in, we just had this on. They knew she couldn't see, and immediately when the doctor looked at her, he was like, "Your eyes are full of ulcers." So it freaked me out. I'm thinking, okay.
Well, I really came over here today to
Then
be
he
with her, but
scraped
you
them.
all was gone. That's why I told you.
But I think what she was hurt about is then you left. But I told her that
I had to go pick up Ava when I left.
Right.
No, I had a doctor's appointment. I had a 1:45 doctor's appointment.
right. But
And
she's
then-
in now.
And then
Yeah,
after I eat
yeah.
that, but I came over here. I told Ava. I said I'm gonna go see about Kathy. When I took her to school, I said I'm gonna go over and see about Kathy. But when I got here, you all was gone. So that's why. And while I was here by myself, I just putting up your clothes, because you be waiting on me to put them up. So I was just putting your clothes up.
Everybody know their rules. We've been
Yes,
up
sir.
every hour. We have to get up every hour on the hour.
hour to
So I
put
haven't
drops
slept since
in.
we got back in town.
Every hour to put these drops in, and then you have to wait
5
5 minutes in between. So
So you get about 35 minutes if you do get to
and
sleep.
then we go right back to sleep, and the next thing the clock we jump, and Earica jumps straight up, and it has to be refrigerated, so she
Girl,
has to take it out.
you better do what you need to do because
I
ain't
thank
nothing
God
like
for
not
my
being able to
sister,
sleep.
because I'm like, Lord have
My
mercy.
baby, she was my baby.
I know. I'm like, if ain't nobody see about me, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I go home.
Yeah.
If you go home,
She could just, it don't make no sense because if April and Trinnett, if they come get her, take her home, because the doctor said she may be like this for 2 to 3 weeks.
Lord have mercy.
She said, is my eyes gonna be working tomorrow? He said, no, I'm sorry. And now what's happening is because I guess whatever happens into the bacteria is crusting up. And so it's leaking.
and so we had to clean.
And it drains.
Yeah.
Like the day it was green.
Jesus, I can't
Yeah.
stand
And so
that.
I tell Brian, I said, I'm finna take. I said, I'm finna take
Yeah, it's like
a nap. And Brian was like, I can't do eyes. Like, so when I can't do it, Bryson come and do
Bryson
it.
will come. Now Bryson been doing a good job. Auntie, I'm ready, and he just makes sure
I
he
can't
puts
do
one
that.
drop in it, and he'll wait and then do the other. Yeah.
She'll be fine.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
sure.
praying.
She'll
I
be
do.
fine, honey.
But when you read
Prayer
about it,
coming
it's
up.
like it
We
says
start
this is
reading.
a medical emergency.
Like, yeah.
Go to the hospital. I mean, but who knows? That's what it is, you know.
Right.
But you can go blind. They say quick.
Yeah.
Well, I knew it was an emergency when you was just laying back with your eyes.
Honestly, I just thought she was exhausted. I thought because we had a
thought
lot,
that
big
too.
week. And I thought, okay, she's exhausted, and I'm like, it might be her allergies, and then I started praying, saying, Lord, I hope it ain't COVID, you know, because how
Yeah.
exhausted she was. But then when she was the eye, she just couldn't open it. And a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, she called me and said that one eye was giving her problems. She said, I feel like a piece of meat in it, like I just want to snatch it out. And I'm like, you better not, like you need to go to the doctor, and you have to start going to the doctor.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
do.
that's a problem too, because she doesn't go to the doctor like she should.
But I mean, I actually feel like my eyeball is in labor, like it's trying to push.
She said,
I'm serious.
She said, I
It feel
can't
like
cry.
I say I can't cry because it's salty and that's gonna hurt. So I can't cry, but it just feel like it's like trying to push both of them, and it just hurts so bad.
So I've been getting my hydrocodone.
That's the only relief I get. I got this Tylenol here, which been helping because I've been getting headaches now. That helps with the headaches. But that other pain, oh my God, it just hurts so bad. So I'm just praying, you know, I heal quickly than what's on Google and what the doctor said.
She probably just need a rest too. Sometimes God make us rest.
Yeah.
So she just overdo it.
And my Uncle Joseph said it could be spiritual. He said maybe the Lord just trying to open my eyes to see more.
You do it again. I need you to pull your lids open.
Oh gosh.
I don't need you to see no more. You be telling us too much now in them dreams. Mama can't even look at this. How she gonna help? Close your eyes.
Feel like a gummy bear in your eyes, just all.
Then I almost told
Sickness is moving around.
Trinnett and April off today.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I'm just tired.
You just tired.
She's just tired. I told Mom, I'm like, I know Erica's tired. When she get up, she don't just get out the bed. She just jump up like whoom and just and head to the refrigerator. And I
So the
appreciate her
medicine is in the
husband. He been
refrigerator.
allowing her to sleep in here with me. You know, they just doing so much to help me. Let's just thank God
That's
for
what
that.
sisters do. That's what family do.
I guess so.
Right.
And so many people don't like when I, just see them and they be like, oh, you're your sister, A lot, I guess, people don't have that relationship. They sisters, brothers, or whatever, but hey, they don't have that kind. I am so appreciative to Earica helping me out. She was the greatest sister. If I ever gotten sick again in my life, I would want my sister to be there for me because she was so loving, so compassionate, and so helpful. Brian and Bryson was there for me as well. Bryson would come put the drops in my eye when Earica was exhausted. My brother-in-law would come peep his head in and say, sister-in-law, I don't know how you could do it. I would be so depressed. So I have to get myself together after he come out the room peeping at me, but they have been so supportive. So if I'm ever sick, guys, this is where I be at my sister's house.
Mama,
So it's just a blessing.
now you know you got a teenager now, 9th grade.
Yeah.
You remember what that's like?
Yeah.
Let her talk. She called me.
She called me today and we just,
she just talked. and
she talked a while. But she calls me like that, Earica, all the time. She'll call me.
When she got
And
up
I
this
just
morning,
listened
I
to
said, Earica told you, wear makeup to school. She said, I don't have on no makeup. I said, you do have on makeup. She said, I don't have on makeup. I said, you do have on makeup. And I said, what I'm going to do? I said, I'm going to call Earica and tell her FaceTime you.
What happened then?
She didn't say nothing about it.
No, it's slow and easy. You know, I told her she can wear, if we have an event, she can put on a little makeup, you know, or maybe on Sundays, but don't start her.
No, don't be wearing no makeup because that will
She
make the
in the
older
ninth grade,
boys look
exactly.
like.
So you wear makeup in the ninth grade and the seniors looking at you.
Yeah.
So let's keep her as, you know, as little.
But she's excited.
She's very excited. But I do love too. I mean, her energy is like, she called today when she was talking, and she was just like, it was all about college, and they told me that colleges are going to be looking at me, and I need to be focused on this, and she started talking about the rating. So, you know, as long as her mind is, I told her, as long as she keep the grades or whatever, when she asked me to do certain things, I'm okay with it. But if she starts slipping, that's why that makeup was back up off on it, because she doing the corners and everything, and I don't care if she put that little thing, because all the little girls wearing that. That's fine, but she don't need to wear that every day. But no makeup. Yeah. Just put that on. No makeup on it. Baby, my chokehold is real. I know it, and she know it too. All right, y'all gonna go to work. Okay.
All right. I'll be in here listening to the TV.
Because you sure won't be able to see nothing. Okay.
Can't see anything.
Well, baby, Mama gonna come back and check on you later. Okay?
I appreciate you, Mama.
All right.
Thank you.
Love you.
Next time on Eara's Girl.
Oh, she's blind.
Yeah, you be making
Ain't no way. You full of crap. You full of crap. You full of crap.